I'm here to tell you that God's plan for your life is perfect for you, and it's perfect for where God is needing to take you, and it doesn't have to look like anyone else's. You have a specific and unique purpose for your life. God has already created it before you were even here. And He wants you to walk into that knowing that what He has for you is good. God's plan for you is better than you could have ever imagined. The Bible says that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, which means He makes no mistakes. And even though your life maybe hasn't been ideal up until this moment, maybe you don't think that the life experiences you've gone through something you wanted to experience yourself. But I'm here to tell you that God's plan for you is unlike any other. And we get so caught up in comparing ourselves to other people on social media, other people in person, other people in life, where we're thinking that their situation looks ideal for us. We think that if we just had their lifestyle, their situation, their family, their life experiences, that we would be better off. Not knowing that that person has their own journey, their own trials, their own tribulations, their own experiences, and things that God is still going to do in their life. So I want you to know that comparison is stealing your joy. And from speaking from personal experience, I know for a fact there has been many times in my life where I have looked at someone else's experience, looked at someone else's life, especially while I was going through my growing seasons, my journey. And life is a journey itself, but specific seasons of my life, especially when I used to deal with depression and things like that, I would question what was wrong with me. What was wrong with my life? How does this person seem to have it so easy? What are they doing differently than me? And the devil uses the tactic of comparison in order for you to feel stuck, to feel hopeless and helpless in your situation, and to feel like there's no joy left, and to feel like there's nothing good coming out of the situation that you're in. But I'm here to tell you that even the time that you think that you've lost, being depressed, being overwhelmed, feeling lost, feeling behind, God can restore that in a day. Like God can fix anything that you think is a problem in your life, anything that you think is a hindrance, anything that you think you're battling. If you give it to God, He will restore it. He will remove it. He will fix it. So I want to encourage you to be faithful in your journey. And what that basically means is have a smile on your face while you're going through your situation. Have a smile on your face even when you're unsure, even when you don't know what God is doing in your life, where He's directing you. You don't know where He's shifting you or what He's presenting to you at the moment. I want to tell you, on the other side of the situations that you're going through, it gets better. Because just like how you have your situations and your experiences, I have my own. And I can remember the times that I've experienced some of the hardest things in my life. I wouldn't be here today being able to encourage other people had it not gotten better, had it not been better than I expected, and had it not turned around in a way that I didn't see possible. But because I was faithful in those situations, I remember that God told me just to give Him the little bit that I had, the little bit of time that I could give Him, the little bit of energy that I had, the little bit of faith that I had left. I remember going through situations where I was left in a season of hurt. I remember dealing with certain individuals that I looked up to or I looked at as having it all together. But the thing is, we're all human and we all make mistakes. And I valued those situations more than I valued my relationship with God. And God had to show me through those experiences that He was there for me even when those people weren't. And even when I thought those people were there for me, God was the only one that was truly there and had my best interest at heart. So I say all of that to say that even when I thought that those situations were ideal and I thought that that was a good situation or that's what I wanted for my life, God had something completely different. We're so eager to tell God what we think we need when God is all knowing. God knew the situation from the beginning to the end before it even happened. And so when you're going through something and you're having a hard time or a hard season, or maybe you're confused, maybe you're experiencing that same level of hurt that I talked about, just know that God has already worked it out and it's working itself out in the way that it needs to. And the longer that you try to fight it, the longer that you try to hold on to it, the longer that you try to hold it tight because you don't want to let it go, you're delaying God's purpose for your life. You're delaying what God is trying to do. Had I known then what I know now, I would have let those situations alone in the past much sooner. But that's the glory of God. God gets the glory in every situation. But God is just saying, that's not your crowd. Those aren't your people, and I don't have that for you. So it's okay to let it go. And so just know that what God has planned for your life, it is perfect. It doesn't have to look like someone else's. It doesn't have to be the ideal situation that you see on social media or that you admire about someone that you know. Your situation is uniquely perfect to you. And God is going to continue to mold your situation day in and day out. He's going to allow people to come in and allow people to walk out. He's going to allow friendships to form and allow friendships to fall. He's going to let situations with work come through and situations go out. And it's all to position you and put you in your designed situation. And so you're wonderfully and purposefully made. Everything about you is perfect in God's eyes. And even the things that you think are imperfect, God can fix them, refine them, restore you. I remember I experienced a level of church hurt knowing that the situation, again, that I thought I could run to for help, security, love, all of that, I didn't know that it was going to fall. I didn't know that it wasn't a good situation until I started to see that from God revealing it to me. But I allowed God in my life with building a personal relationship in order for me to see that. And so if you're someone who is constantly finding yourself in the same cycles, maybe you have some level of hurt, I want you to know that you have to have more God in order for him to reveal what's going on in these situations. Because if it's a cycle that keeps happening, it's something that you're doing wrong and you need to break that. But all in all, your situation is perfect for you. You just have to let God reveal it to you. And the way that you do that is by going day in and day out and allowing him to slowly reveal it to you and show you through these experiences, through these situations, these friendships. All of these things is all a part of where you're going. And I just wanted to say that today. And I hope that you stop the comparison, because the comparison is meant to steal your joy. And it's meant to make you look at your situation like it's not ideal when it actually is. So what God has for you is perfect. And I just need you